Testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I'm good. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I'm good. All right, good. Doesn't sound so horrible. That is awesome. Give a couple of minutes for people to come in. We're waiting. Might as well check this out. Let's see what's going on. Global stats. Man, doesn't look all that exciting. Let's see. Mobile 21%. Was it 15th? 15th was Saturday. Kind of rolled up. 13th, 14th, 15th, and now it's still kind of jittering around. Same here. Non-local based, same local based, same mobile. So it looks like, did you guys see that? Here's Saturday right here. Started coming out, looks like Thursday. Yeah. Tuesday and Wednesday is the same. Thursday, they turned on something, and then Friday it started rolling out. Saturday it was really rolled out, and then it's continuing to go Sunday and Monday. So far, Monday, according to this tool, seem end of the world-ish. Let's go SEMrush sensor. Pretty high. Yeah, see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The be careful making like snap decisions right now. If there's people out there going, well, you should have done this already based off of this update, put them on your do not fucking talk to list ever, because they're retarded and just looking for attention. Way too early to say what's going on. Luckily, I have some Quora reports, but I ran them Friday. I think I have 2 from early in the week, but most of them I ran Friday, so those aren't going to do me any good whatsoever to say what changed in the algorithm. We can look at Ted's top SEO factors site. I think it's topseofactors.com. See what's there for today. All of the normal goodies. And then I like to go in here. That's the month. I don't necessarily want to do a month. I want to do, that's today. No. It's today against Monday. Compare. And that looks resoundingly like what today is. Let me see something. Nope, not the one I want. Today's excuse me. So Monday is not far enough back because it's the same as today's. Oh, there ain't. That's why. Start date's wrong. Compare. Not working. Compare. That's weird that it compare. Yeah, it's kind of trash. It's going back a month, but that's won't let you do days. So that's not any helpful. It's not any helpful. That's not any helpful, George. Anyway, today entities still number one. LSI is there. Body tags, HTML, top 20 factors. These are kind of gimmies. It's kind of I don't necessarily agree with these. It's like I think you because they always show up, right? So and it's the idea behind those is factor diversity. So you the more factors that you optimize for, the better you rank. Like intuitively, it makes sense. But why? I just like I don't know if I'm on board with like the 200 versus 100, that kind of stuff. Um, I don't know. I see that and it's like it's in my way. You know what I mean? But that being said, I kind of know how to use that feature. Hold on, let me fix something in the Zoom. I know how to use that feature, so it creates a situation for me where I need to kind of just black that out on my own. You know what I mean? Because to me, having three of them is just kind of in a way. That's just my little peanut brain. Let's see. H1s, H tags still there. Entities and sentences is up. Div tags is up. Title tags is up. H is up. Number of backlinks. There's number of referring domains. Those are there. No follow and do follow backlinks. Those are in there now. So that's all. It's interesting. So there's a lot of that on-page stuff is still more important. Backlinks are still there. It's hard to go, oh, let's get this data and say that backlinks don't matter as much, and it is not the case because not all of those users turn on the backlinks data information. And let me see, I have Core open. Let me look in the settings real quick because he's not getting them for Ahrefs anymore. DOM detailer, if you got that turned on, SpyFu, maybe. I'm not sure. I never used SpyFu in Core to see if that pulls in backlinks. And SEMrush. And Ahrefs is no longer in there because they changed some policies with their API that Ted didn't like, so he took that out of Core. So all that to being said, unless the user has DOM detailer and SEMrush on, the backlinks analysis doesn't happen. And so when, like, say someone like me that used to do it with the automator when I was creating those niche, essentially I would run a set of niche keywords and say before and after an update, here's what happened in this niche, here's what happened in that niche, here's what happened in that niche. And it was a good idea. I think the downside is it's dependent on Ted's software, and Ted killed the automator in Quora. And he killed the automator because there's people that were having some issues with it. And so whether it's support or whatever, he just decided I'm going to take it out. And he was talking about a software called Chorus Script that essentially was probably a better implementation of the automator had it actually been released to his users, where it would open Quora, do the run, and then when the run is complete, close Quora and rinse and repeat that. And what that was good for was clearing out all the browser caching and all that madness. So it kind of, and it eliminated the issue of maybe it was crash or whatever, right? So it didn't have to deal with crashes because it was opening it, doing the run, closing it, and essentially rebooting the system for a bit lack of a better description to get everything going. So if and when Chorus Script ever comes out, who the fuck knows? I've been trying to figure out Automator here on my Mac. It's almost coding. Someone I know, he figured out Windows Power Automate and can do it with that. But until an automation solution is 100% effective, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of creating a product, which for SIA paid members, that product would be the befores and afters to see the changes in the factors, and have my backlinking APIs turned on, which when you do 300 to 500 keywords at a time in Quora, SEMrush likes to charge you a lot of money to get that. And so why would I do that manually? It's ridiculous to think that would be feasible. I mean, it's 10 minutes to run, maybe 20, depending on the settings now with the new Quora. Not 20, but I mean, it's long. It takes a long time now, even on a good computer. So having a VA do it six reports an hour, and I want to have as much data as possible. So that's roughly, what did I have in there? I had 200 keywords, 100 of them in my primary niche, and then 10 in assorted niches, totaling 100. So that's 200. That's 200 keywords. It would take me, what, if I can do 6 an hour, 33 hours to do that. I'm not doing that. I like the SI people a lot, but I'm not going to devote 33 of my staff's hours to run Quora reports. Sorry, SIA. But anyway, so stick with the on page, do the entity stuff. Definitely be doing schema. And let's see, what else would I say to you? H tags, keep doing that the way I've taught everyone multiple times. Using a content outline format. If you do that, a lot of this stuff will take care of itself. Let's see, leading variations in H1, H2. See, this is it's almost leading variations in H1, H2, and 3 tags, and then it adds the 4, 5, and 6, and then it goes up. So it's the joy of Quora, right? When your market is adding more factors, it can create some confusion. Unabridged word count. I hate to see that go up, because I don't believe word count is a ranking factor. Well, let's put it this way. I believe, based on the testing, we tested an article from 100 keywords all the way up to, I think it was 10,000 keywords, if I'm not mistaken. And the average of 1,000 to 1,500 in there, those pages did the best consistently. So I've been using 1,500 words ever since, and I don't look at word count in SEO tools anymore. I do not care if someone has a 10,000 word article. I mean, you can beat them if you have the right keywords and format and backlinks and interlinking with a 1,500 word article. Totally easy. So I just order 1,500 word articles from now on. That's where I go. That's where I start. Typically, after my entire writing system down, they can be anywhere from 1,200 to 1,800 words, based off of what Cora, not Cora, but phrase and clear scope and inlinks say. I mean, add and delete, and then do Grammarly, and that adds and deletes and cleans up the sentences and stuff. So, yeah, 1,500 words, kind of where I'm at. So I hate to see this go up because it lends fuel to the fire to people that are like, you have to have matching word count and you have to be the same or kind of then on the same thing. And if Google is ranking 10 articles with 10,000 pages and you need 10,000 or 10,000 words and you need 10,000 words too, that's just not true. You can need 10,000 clear written words because you're writing for math, right? This is interesting. Entities in H2's down, entities in H1's down, entities in H4's down. That is interesting. So entities in H3's down. Why is that interesting? Because that's typically where a lot of people put entities in their H tags, and they're seeing people that are teaching that in full-on courses, etc. And you can see that because it's being taught in courses and being done over and over again, the valuation has gone down a lot. So that's interesting. So I would look, if you have a Quora report, or look at your POP or Surfer or whatever you're using and see if that's matching in your stuff. If you have a report from the fifth, third, in between the third and now, see if your rules or your recommendations have changed for your entities. That'd be interesting. I know that there's in headings, in ClearScope, definitely in headings and in links. I'm not sure if there's in headings. Surfer, I think there was one where entities in headings too. So go check that. Run your content, look at your report from before, and then look at it again now. See if it can reassess the search results for you and see where the differences are. Maybe you can see that without having to look at all this data like Quora, at least for your niche, and figure out where it might be going. Don't make any changes based off that, but look at it and say where it might be going. It's kind of how I would recommend handling that madness. All right, let's see what is going on. Q&A time.
Hey, Clint, how are you?
Good.
Hey, bro, I got a question. So basically, we have a client that has a sports side, right? They do team versus team predictions and stuff like that. What happened was they got attacked, so we try to clean up the links and things like that. So the funny thing is, so basically, this is an event, Arizona versus Dodgers, right? Let's say last year. He gets spidered the first, second day, and then Google never comes and sees these pages, right? So there's thousands of pages that are sitting in that, let's say, Google search query, whatever it is. You think it's smart enough to go and delete all these pages, make it lean, so all these pages, because they don't get spidered anymore. It happened, went away. So just get rid of that and delete that and make it so it meets the, let's say, the Google quota for that day for that site. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not any more informational, it's not used. Is it smart to go and delete all the old articles from the website to make it better, faster, or what do you think? I just needed that big opinion.
If a page doesn't have any traffic, it doesn't have any backlinks, and it's not part of a silo, so it's not supporting the website, then it's fine. I go ahead and delete it.
But I see. If there's nobody, say backlinks, internal backlinks or outside backlinks?
Outside backlinks.
Got it. So I see.
That's
So
why
it's not
I differentiated backlinks and internal links.
Got it. So what you're saying is, if you don't have outside backlinks coming in, forget it. Just dump it, right? It's not.
I said if it doesn't have any backlinks, if it doesn't have any traffic and it's not a part of internal links for a silo, then you can go ahead and delete it. All three of those conditions need to be in play. So you don't want to delete a page that's getting traffic. You don't want to get a page that has backlinks, because those backlinks could be supporting your overall ranking of your website. Yes. And you certainly don't want to screw up your silos.
Got it. Okay. I got you. Answers a big question. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
All right. Skylar. What's up? Sky clouds. My blood pressure. Went to the gym today. Let's see. Dan. Hey, Dan. How you doing, buddy? Oh. SEO video show. What's up, dude? Thanks for supporting. Showing up. Charles. The bot has been crazy the last couple of weeks. Google bot almost completely stopped crawling from third to the fourth. Yep. Interesting. On one of our sites, not at all. It's good of you to check that, Charles. I mean, at your scale, it's kind of like, what else do you have left to do, right? look at your logs and stuff. Let's see. Johnny, hey, dude. Aaron, if you have a PBN of 100 sites in the same niche, would you run a high-quality bookmark campaign? All of them using the same accounts for a bit too obvious footprint. You're giving Google entirely too much fucking credit, dude. And so, yeah, I would run the bookmark campaign on all of them. And if you're using the software, my assumption is you're using SEO Autopilot or the new Neo. That software makes new accounts almost anyway. So that's not an issue. So yeah. Hey Clint, is it true that we should optimize for topics and not keywords? And if so, give examples on how you optimize for a topic. That's an interesting question, because I read a blog post about that today. So here's how you can handle that. In rehab, for example, I want to write about the idea or the topic of, because it's getting a whole bunch of search, how long does crystal meth stay in your system? Right? So there's my topic. How long does crystal meth stay in the system? And you guys can do that with a PAA. You can do it with Systrix, as a matter of fact. Systrix will do it. You can do it with SEMrush. And essentially you're just going to go or you can get a, what the hell is that Chrome extension on my computer? Glimpse. It's for Google Trends. And there's exploding topics from Brian Dean, etc. Right? So you turn one of those on and you're like, what is the topic in my niche that is exploding? Or what articles have my competition written that is getting them a lot of traffic? Both of those methods works to find out a topic. You're not looking for the keyword. You're just like, what are you writing about? Right? And then the associated keyword typically will show itself right off the bat for your tools, and then you don't have to worry about it. So this whole topics, not keywords, it's the same fucking thing. And so in my case, how long does crystal meth stay in your system? That's the keyword. It's not crystal meth. That's a different topic, right? I have to Google's looking for a different thing in regards to that, and so is the user. So if I just do what crystal meth, right? That's my article, crystal meth. I'm going to talk about the properties of how to make and the side effects and how bad it is and all that stuff inside of that article. Whereas I say, how long does crystal meth stay in your system? I specifically talk about that exact thing. So, and that's my keyword. So this whole concept of topics versus keywords, frankly, it's another like SEO play that just confuse you and to confuse people and to make themselves look smarter. There's no other way around that. The other one is a new one that's going around called Tangible SEO. It's the same crap that Corey was teaching, where if you're trying to rank a site for visas and you are trying to get clients that let's say they're in the US and they want to get a German visa, his transgeo SEO or Collier-A's holistic SEO and that whole concept he's teaching is that you should have pages about travel in Germany, restaurants in Germany, the CIA fact books essentially of Germany on your website to get this whole bunch of traffic for Germany. And a lot of people that I know that were a part of his case studies, their primary complaint was, yeah, I got traffic, but it didn't do anything for my niche, my main thing. So in for an example, and I'm just speculating, the Visa website probably didn't get a lot of conversions for people looking for visa services more than it got that informational traffic. Same goes with rehab. How long does crystal meth stay in your system? I mean, that gets a ass ton of traffic, but it doesn't get leads for people who want to go to rehab. Those are people who are trying to get around that system, right? Get around the drug tests. So where we get a whole ass ton of traffic for it, we don't get a whole lot of leads for it. So so be careful when you look at these new concepts, topics, not keywords, tangential SEO, topical relevance, topical SEO, semantic SEO, and it's all smoke and mirrors, dude, and dudettes to confuse you and get you off of the basics of search engine optimization, because the basics is where you win the game. And all these people want you off in la la land, playing with new tools and playing with new concepts and new ideas and looking for the latest hack because they can monetize you. I'm a course creator and I sell and I have a membership site, right? And so it's kind of in my interest to go, oh, look, we did a test on this latest CTR thing, and you're going to get a whole bunch of greens, and then get you all excited about it, and then get you to join SIA, and rah rah rah, and join the cult. It's in my interest to do that. However, it is not in my nature to bullshit people, like I was bullshitted when I was learning this stuff. And you're not changing all that stuff. Here's a good example. Article marketing. Remember article marketing? Directories, if you guys don't know or you're new in the industry. Essentially, article directory was a website that just allowed you to sign up as a member and you could post your articles. Easy Articles is still out there. That's one of them. Article marketing was poo-pooed on by Google, and then the Twitter SEO crowd, which is essentially the enterprise SEO crowd, for lack of a better description of a lot of those people. They are the ones that have given things new names, and so article marketing became guest posting. Hope you guys probably all remember that. Did I just close my Zoom? Oh, I did. Oh, no, I didn't. There you go.
Yeah, we're still here. We're good.
All right, so back to my rant. Article marketing became guest posting. Remember all that? You need to sign and get guest posts, blah, 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 blah. And then Google came out and goes, you shouldn't do guest posts because if you're trading guest posts, you're trading articles for backlinks. You're a violation of the search algorithm. And then the talking heads and the gurus, of which I am of the community, so I get to legitimately talk shit about these clowns, turn that into outreach. Yep. Remember it? Outreach. So all you're going to do is write people and send them a million emails and waste their fucking time. And I say it because it's exactly what it is nowadays, is a waste of time. It's a exercise in numbers. In order to get good links with outreach, you have to send a good shit ton of emails to get replies, right? So even my funny ones that I write, if I send it to 200, I'm lucky to get 10 links, right? So that's outreach. And then outreach inherently turned into you shouldn't do link building at all. You should write high quality content. And then the unicorn fairies of Google will come and bless your website because you're doing great things like having expert authors and all this shit. Eat. And then people got smart to that. And then now the new in thing is not link building. Don't do link building. How dare you do link building? You should never do link building. You should do digital PR, which, hello, is fucking link building. So I mean, all those word clusters and all that stuff changes, right? So just remember that they're keeping you in bedazzle land. And if you remember the basics, my first SEO Rockstars presentation was all about doing the basics. To this day, all I do is the basics, and you can rank really, really well. Don't get bedazzled by all these keywords and these terms and I gotta go learn tangential SEO. And no, you don't. You learn how to do your keyword research, find the user intent that Google thinks is for that keyword that you're going to rank, and it's predominant in the search results. Create your content for it in a content outline format. And then what you're going to end up doing is writing the right headings. You're going to write the right topics. You're going to add the right entities naturally in your content, especially with AI now. It almost does it automatically for you. And then you go through the writing process I showed, like 2 years back now, I think, Arcadia. It's been a while anyway, but you go through that process of putting it in a phrase, scoring 100, putting in ClearScope if you got it, or Surfer if you don't. ClearScope, I prefer ClearScope, getting a decent score in there, and then go putting it in links and getting a third-party review of it, putting it in your Word document and reading it with Grammarly, and then Grammarly will fix the sentences for you. Especially if you're using AI, some of your sentences are just wonky according to grammar. And Grammarly will fix that for you, and then put 25 to 50 backlinks to that page, and then watch what happens to it. That's the basics of SEO. That's fundamentally what it is. Now, if you have a team and you can do those steps 1,000 times, do it. If you're a lone gun, don't worry about all these clowns that are going, I put up 1,000 web pages website. That's so cool. You know what? They're not. In 3 months, they're not indexed. And those are those clowns you see in Facebook groups crying because Google doesn't index my page and it all dropped out. Find a plan that you can keep up with of doing that exact step process, giving the basics to Google and keeping everything indexed, getting your traffic wins, getting your ranking wins, etc., and stay away from the shiny shit. Oh, see, got me all ranting now.
Hey, Clint, I got a question.
Yep.
I know it's a pretty stupid question, probably. Do guest blog posts still work? Guest blog posts.
Dude, did you just listen to anything?
No, I did. I just wanted to.
Yes, blogging is outreach, is writing on someone else's website. It's the same thing as doing PBM.
Same shit. Yeah, got it.
It all works. Yep.
Got it. And the best. Okay, perfect. Thank you, brother.
Yep. Let's see, Mark Hart. What do you typically do to rank a local business website in a city? So if it's just it depends, right, Mark? So if let's say it's franchise, that's where I deal with. So a local business website is actually a page for that franchisee in that city. and it's really easy, and it's something I've been doing. I got the idea from Brian, or yeah, was it Brian Willie? And when he did Maps Liftoff, he did Maps Liftoff, sold it as it's going to rank Google course or Google Maps course, but really what it turned out to be, in my opinion, and he never sold it this way, is a great on-page optimization course. So if it's just a single website, the homepage, set that up as the brand page, is essentially the business card of the business. Yep. This is the page that you're going to hand out to anybody, regardless of where they're at, and it's the business card of the business. You're going to rank that for the primary term. So if it's a roofer, it's going to be roofing company. That's the homepage of that website. And then you're going to do supplemental pages. So if it's a big city, definitely. And the supplemental pages are be a page for the big city, page for the major suburbs. You don't have to get crazy, just do some, and then build some geo pages around that. And typically that works just fine in local. Local is not as hard as people are making it out to be, unless you're in like Phoenix, Dallas, Houston, whatever. And then there's a ass ton of competition, right? But generally, if you're trying to rank and take advantage of proximity in the SERP results, you can get those little city geo pages ranking and get decent traffic. And actually, the people that search long tail are more likely to convert. So, and that'll build your traffic up, build your conversions up while you're working towards the Dallas roofer page, for example. SEO potted, city SEO pages. In my country, I want to create city SEO pages for about 400. How do I make sure it's successful? What mistakes should I avoid? You can run a Quora report for the keyword, and then run 100 Quora reports for the top 100 cities in that collection. And then create a content template for that primary keyword, and then add short codes or markers so that you can replace the cities in specific area, city name in the specific areas, and publish those 400 pages, and then see how they do, and then go back and optimize those pages in advance, one-on-one, based on the competition in that city. But remember, you got to build backlinks to all 400 of those pages. So, how to handle when a large number of random URL parameters get crawled by Google and Bingbot? That used to be an easy question. You just go to the URL parameter tool inside of Search Console, and Google said, "Oh, we can handle that now," and killed it. Which clearly, they can't kill it. So, in regards to, let's say you got Google doing your search, if your website is based off of that search, you're going to have problems. It's going to contradict to how it was built out. And what I mean by that is there's some people that are building websites where if you have you're doing a category and you click category socks, and then the URL pops up as search socks, right? And then you do blue socks and it search category socks, blue socks, right? So now that's built into your system. It's not necessarily a bad thing that Google crawls those and figures that out. What problem is when the CMS doesn't take into account that, or it automatically makes pages for that for anything. Like if it's not in your website, in my view, the dev should figure out how to make it so it can't just make, you can create random pages on that website, because then that one might cause some issues. But at the end of the day, it's really robots txt, primarily in the head, that's going robots notifications in the head as well. All those things combined are designed to notify Google and Bingbot not to do that, but it's clear that Googlebot ignores that a lot. So at the end of the day, just keep an eye on it. It's kind of where I would recommend. Crawling's fine. If it's adding a whole bunch of junk to the index, that's not fine. Makes sense? Alex, I keep coming across sites with 7 to 20 pages that are pulling in a month in e-com and info sites. Doesn't this show all the topical authority through content is BS? It's all about links. The 7 to 20 pages thing, I don't know how long you've been around, Alex, but if you remember G sites, not Google sites. Is these Google sniper sites is what they're called. And they're essentially 7 to 20 page things, really tight niched, really focused on a specific thing. Good example is like Amazon Kindle, right? So the homepage was about Amazon Kindle, and then the 20 pages that we're supporting were all specifically about the Kindle, and those were killing it. And yeah, there's a lot of backlinks in regard to that team. The topical authority concept comes if really I play if you don't want to build, let's say a 20-page affiliate site for a specific product and you're trying to expand out. So like, I don't know, what's a good affiliate niche right now? RC drones, right? Radio controlled toys, radio controlled hobby, the RC hobby, radio controlled hobby, let's say. If I was just doing that DJI white drone, right? I could build a 7 to 20 page website about here's the drone, and then 7 to 20 pages of things that you can do with the drone, right? And then and maybe even a little bit of regulations on where you can fly it and that kind of stuff for training or lead into a course or whatever, right? But I would only need 7 to 20 pages, and that's totally fine. And then I rank it with backlinks after the page, and it'll work. You've seen them. On the other side of that, if I wanted to talk about multiples, which most people do, right? They don't want to just pick one product anymore. They want to talk about multiple products. That's where that topical authority thing comes in. And I think you can get a better, if you think about it even more simplistically than I want to do topical authority and topic and keywords. I would think just the basics of silos, right? And e-com stores are built in silos. So if you build your affiliate site in kind of the same measure of an e-com store, I mean, you might have good luck doing that, right? Especially if you're going to be an affiliate for products, not courses, that kind of stuff. So I don't think it negates the topical authority thing at all, but I think that you can have all the topical authority you want, but if no one votes for you, if you don't get any backlinks, then it doesn't matter how authoritative your website is. SEO uploaded, thank you. It's interesting watching episodes with you from 3 or 4 years ago. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. Let's see. Online Ninja. If my money page is tier 0, should all the links going to my tier 0 have the brand and anchor text? That's how I do it. And then occasionally, depending on the market, I'll throw exact match in there. But my primary tier 1, all the links going to my money pages typically are using brand first. I want to use brand first. When building a silo with supporting content, how are you deciding how many supporting pages to build specifically for the silo, internal links, and pillar pages? So I did a test on Digital Ear. I'll show you guys. You guys all seen Digital Ear. Tired of this site, probably. Right? So I do all my testing for stuff that I'm going to do to clients. I do it to my own agency site first. If it's going to fry me, it's going to fry them, vice versa. We're going down the ship together, right? So, B Willie stuff, he was talking about that, and I was like, hey, let's create. I'm gonna rank this page, and I'm gonna give it my own little spin, and I want to see what happens. So, I ranked a page for Bellevue SEO. Let's see if it's still there. I don't even know if it's still there. There it is, right here. All right. So what I did is, in this case, and make sure I got the question again. When building silo, how many supporting pages? Yep. Okay. So in this case, what I did was I built each one of these pages one at a time. Site, digitally, let's go. And since that's in all of those pages, there you go. Let me get rid of SEO. That's my problem. There. All right. So I built all of these pages one at a time. Things to do, Bellevue events, coffee shops, Airbnb, SEO. And I actually figured out that at some point I was publishing these one at a time. They're stupid easy to make, right? I didn't put like thought into them. You look at them, they're pretty easy to make. And so I built them one at a time. And what I watched was what happened to the rankings to my primary target. And build a page, goes up, happy. Build a page, goes up, happy. Build a page, goes up, happy. Build a page, nothing happens. Build another page, nothing happens. And then I started doing that with all of my websites. And what happens is this domain, digitalear.com, has a certain level of trust that Google will afford through internal links, right? And at some point, it just stops. So what you need to do is go through that process. Map out a silo. You can use Lucidchart. Let's see if there's one in here. Ooh, isn't that convenient? Map out a silo, right? And then build out your pages and then see consistently where your rankings stop going up. And now you know where you can stop on this internal, these articles. Because at some point you're just wasting your time. And I know that if I can do 4 and get good rankings, and then the 5th one is not going to do shit. And you will review this every 6 months or whatever, or whenever you're just want to do a test of it and check it out. But I do 4, I'm going to get good. I do 5, I don't get anything else. I'm not getting any help after that, so I just stop. Okay. The other thing is, on my internal links, I only do exact match. This page is about this thing, and that's what it represents on my website. I don't try to get cute and do long tails and flip it around and everything, because what happens is you end up losing track of what you're doing and you bust your own silos. And it's not your fault. People are just telling you, oh, don't do exact match all the time. I do exact match. If I had just this page here is just the page in search engine optimization. And if anywhere in the thing you want to learn about SEO, anywhere on my website, this is my page for search engine optimization. This is my page for web design. This is my page for click. I might have city pages or whatever for those things. Like you can see here, the Bellevue SEO example, right? I have this here, but it's more about the Bellevue, and then especially if you come click over here, it's more about Bellevue than it is SEO. Okay, so there's a city page, Bellevue, Washington. Let's see how many instances of Bellevue I have in here. Bellevue. 11. So I have 11 mentions of the city in here. I bet you I run a core report, I can go up and do more. Let's see. I think some of these, these are all just the same. Right? It's all duplicate. Duplicate content doesn't work. Works just fucking fine. If I wanted to add more Bellevue's references into here, I could actually go in here and drop the city in here, and this will break these up, and then they wouldn't be duplicate. Put it in there every couple of sentences in a paragraph, and it wouldn't be duplicate content either. And it would even be more refined to Bellevue. But at this point, I don't need it. I'm ranking just fine. I was ranking number 1 with this whole system, and I didn't get any leads from it, so I was like, well, why bother? So I leave it and check it out. But that's how you kind of do that. Hopefully that answers that question. Let's see. Where is I at? Got that one. Stop it. If I have an e-commerce website, link-wise, will I benefit from getting other websites to join my affiliate program? You got to be careful with those because not all affiliates are legit, and they'll do some trash to your stuff, right? But if you don't care about ranking for your product names and you want the affiliates to kind of do your work for you, then by all means, do an affiliate thing. Also, if you want, honestly, if you think about it, you're going to spend that money for marketing one way or another. So why not leverage other people's it's essentially you're crowdsourcing your marketing when you do an affiliate thing. So it's a big decision to make, but I would think that if you really want to get your product out there, affiliates is a good way to do it. And using an affiliate network, all my affiliate links are redirected. Depends on the redirect. On whether it's sending link to use. There is an SIA test, for example, that if you link to Amazon using those, it will actually demote your webpage. So I want to be careful about how you're doing that and who you're linking to, etc. I don't know, raise your blood pressure. That's funny. Let's see, Sean. We're good. SEO doesn't change. Weird ass sounding terms. Yep. Geo pages. I think I just covered that one. Andy, if I didn't, ask another question. I'm weak on backlinking, but I like to build my own backlinks. Would Money Robot SEO pilot get decent results, which is going to recommend good option? So I just did a test on Money Robot. I only use Money Robot for YouTube. It's mainly the embeds, and I did a test on that. Let me show you guys. Let's see. Where is that? See if they're yeah, there it is. Let me show you. I'm gonna stop the share. Start the share. This is Money Robot. This is the results from Money Robot campaign. And what this is Dre did that show with me on SEO video show. It was ranking down here in 34. Is that what it is? 35. Then it went to 21. Then it went to 4, 5, 7, 6 for my name. And that's Money Robot embeds. The rub is that if you do this Google search for my name, it is down in the video cards where it was. Well, yeah, isn't that becoming dangerous? That's new. So they removed the video that was there that was ranking, which was Dre's video. Let's see, still looking. Yeah, so it's changed. And then you just saw my rank tracker said it was in number 6, right? Is that where it says today? Oh, and I found it in the images, so it's in here somewhere. Probably here. I don't see YouTube. YouTube. There it is, right there. So it's bouncing around in the image carousel now. So they took out the video carousel and put the image carousel in, which is weird. So, but that's okay. It was just a test, but that's what I use Money Robot for. So if, I don't I know there's some people that use it on their website, but I don't recommend it. I just not happy with that software. It's a good tool for what I use it for, but I wouldn't put it in anything. Okay. SEO autopilot, a lot safer, but there's some training in there that goes with autopilot, and now Neo is the same is the upgraded version of autopilot. The problem is those diagrams, most people just use the diagrams that are in there, and they don't play and test with themselves and build their own diagrams. So if you're going to go the building backlinks routes with the tool, make sure you actually, get yourself another domain name and just go hammer the shit out of it and learn things and play with it. That'd be the best way to get decent results out of it. Okay. And then in your anchor text selection, regardless of the tool you need to be using the right anchor text at the right places. And so play with your anchor text testing too. And don't believe, like, just because I send all my tier ones, and most of my tier ones, if not all of them, are brand related, doesn't mean that's what's going to work for your website. So you need to test that kind of stuff. Let's see. Do you believe that top pages should link to each other in the body content? Nope, I do not. Your top pages, like if you have a top page digital, for example, one for SEO, one for PPC, and one for web design. No, I don't link those together. I create those are their own individual silos. Saltera.com, Terry Samuel's website, even goes to even a letter bigger extreme, and he removes all those links out of the menus and all that stuff. That would, I don't link the top pages together unless they're part of the specific silo. If they're all top pages for a specific silo, then maybe I would do that. Thanks for your response. Feeling like you could run the same. Yeah, I'm still playing with Neo. I'm getting my new computer here in a couple days, and then I'll put Neo on that, and then we'll do that. All right.
Hey, Clint, I got a question.
Okay.
So basically, we have 3 different articles. Let's say LA Weekly, US Weekly, right? They're just brand new articles as we just put out for like a kind of like a press release. What's the best way to rank those and have internal links coming in to the money site? It's a law firm. So we did a brand on that article, which is, let's say, LA Weekly / car accident attorney giving you advice, blah, 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 right? So it's an article that's right off the LA Weekly.
Yeah.
Now, what's the best way to
press releases? They're in Google, and they're already indexed, and it's the best way is to release a press release to put it
and just smash the shit out of it, right? Like just go crazy with links, right? On that
you
site.
don't even have to. The purpose of those websites is to link already, and they already have a certain amount of trust and authority by Google. Mm-hmm. So inherently, you don't have to smash the shit out of it. You just have to send a little bit of link juice to it.
Link juice.
You get more power from the links if that site interlinks, but if they don't interlink, then you definitely got to build some links.
Yeah, so like we can use Maj's magic, right? Magic bullet, or not really, or is that too much?
You can do what?
To that, use like Maj, like if you use Maj's, let's say, press release and just link that LA Weekly article from that press release, you think that will help?
That's called link. That's press release stacking. Bradley Benner teaches that. He does fine with it.
Okay, so we can do that, right? If we need to. That's a good, just to make it solid, because there's not many links coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, beautiful. Thank you, my man. Thank
Yep.
you.
All right, YouTube, calling it a day. See you guys next week. Thank you for showing
Thank you
up.
very much. Good job. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. Have a good day.